I'm Nikki,
And I'm Tommy.
and we are,
The Supastarz, baby.
and you're getting your fix of
Drumming.
and strumming with Drinking at Moe's.
Let's rock on, baby.
Ready. Yeah, fits. What's better than one new member of Red? Two. Yeah, here with Macklin. And if you're not liking, subscribing, being down with Red, with Macklin, with Big Mo and Drinkin' Mo's, I just got one thing. It's Red or dead, motherfucker. Cheers to that. All right, everybody, taking time out before we get this show started. I want to thank Reaper Apparel for having Drinkin' Mo's be a brand ambassador for their clothing line. They got good stuff. They got t-shirts, they got hoodies, they got beanies, they got lots of great stuff, encouraging everybody to break out of their comfort zone, live their best self, and hey, it's something I try to live every day. Now, be sure when you go and you're filling out your order, use the code Drinkin' at Moe's, get 10% off, and the link and the code will both be in the description. Let's fucking go. All right, everybody, welcome to Drinkin' at Moe's. Big Mo here. You know the drill by now. YouTube, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff, because YouTube's algorithm is a pain in the ass. Where most places you can find audio podcasts too. Today, I'm excited to have with me not just one half of the Supastarz in Tommy Mars. We also got returning. So we got the whole group here.
We got the whole band, baby.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So we already asked your partner here the last time he was on, but you know what? I'm going to ask you the same thing because I like to get this from the first time guests. Is what got you started as a fan, and then what got you deciding to make the leap into the business?
So whenever I was a fan, like my dad got me into it, my grandpa got me into it. I'm like a third generation watcher of pro wrestling, baby. So like everybody in my family was always watching wrestling, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Like we were watching old school Ring of Honor between Danielson and Nigel McGuinness, like watching all the tapes, like with my dad. And then like John Cena versus Chris Jericho, 2005 Vengeance. I remember that being like the very first match to like stick in my brain. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I actually busted my head open whenever I was 3 years old. I was trying to be Stone Cold Steve Austin. I was saying, hell yeah, baby. And I was running up and down those stairs and ran right into a dresser.
Not
And what was the second part of the question again?
Oh, then what got you started to finally make the leap into the business?
So I was actually at a AEW Dynamite taping. I wanted to be a part of wrestling for a while. And Cody Rhodes actually was at the end of it. It's whenever he won the TNT title for the last time. I was deciding like where I wanted to go. And after meeting Cody, I was like, yep, I got to go to the Nightmare Factory. I got to go there and see like what it's about. See like what this whole wrestling thing, if it was even worth getting my foot wet, or if it was even like worth putting my body out there, my talents. So yeah, it was meeting Cody that day because my friend got me front row tickets for my birthday. So I was like, oh, hell yeah. Then we just stayed a little bit extra and got to meet Cody. So
nice. Yeah, I've only ever been to 2 AEW tapings. One of them was actually just across the river from where I live in Omaha. And I didn't get front row, but I was like third row right behind the announce desk.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, so, you could hear all the commentary then.
Oh, yeah. And the only unfortunate part is I actually got a reaction out of Luther, but when I watched it back, it happened during one of their picture-in-picture moments. But like I remembered his reaction, and then I saw it happen in the little picture. I'm like, damn it!
Your TV debut.
Oh man, that was funny because it was the week that Tony Storm made the comment about Mariah May slapping the tits off her opponent. So
Hell
I
yeah.
literally yelled out during a Tony Storm match, "Slap her tits off!" And Luther just looks like, "What the fuck?"
Well, was there any tit slapping though?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. As long as we got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was some tit slapping. So now I love because I got to get to meet. Well, I want to meet Cody Rhodes. I haven't yet because I got a little personal story for him involving that WWE documentary. But getting training, like I love hearing training stories about, and both of you guys can answer this, but I believe I've already asked your partner this. But what was training like there with the Nightmare Factory? Because I mean, they're churning out some great talent there. Like just the instructors alone are top-notch people, but then you get the talent they're churning out of there. They're becoming some of like the who's who of wrestling right now.
No, they really are. Like whenever you look at the wrestling landscape, like all over the US, like even some people over in Italy, like man, Canada, like it's mainly just up to QT and Billy. Like they are just so hands-on, and like the training that you receive at the Nightmare Factory is literally next level. Like we've only been wrestling 2 years. We've been on Ring of Honor, NWA, been all over the US. Like we've wrestled in 20 plus states. Now we got that hustle and we got that grind, but we would not be anywhere near where we are now if it weren't for Cody, Billy, and QT.
Oh hell, Billy, good lord. I remember watching him way back with the Smoking Guns, and now he's still going at it, still going strong. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. It takes somebody special to get over the phrase "scissor me daddy ass."
Yeah, dude, he's the man. Like even like us for being a tag team, just having that expertise and that experience that he has, like he's just like helped niche everything together and stitch it. We're like,
Oh yeah.
dude, we're like 5 years ahead where we should be just because of Billy Gunn, you know?
Oh yeah. And I mean, no, well, hell, I can't really think of too many people better to sit under the quotes learning tree when it comes to tag team wrestling.
Well, you
that's
got
still
Smoking
out there
Guns, you got
training than
DX,
Billy Gunn.
you got Billy and Chuck. Like it was like a wide variety of just like crazy tag partners and like what pushing the limits. I know he's most famous for DX, but like just his work with everybody is just phenomenal.
Oh yeah. And I did want to talk about Ring of Honor because I was seeing, the advertisements. I don't have the Honor Club right now, but I was seeing you guys versus the Premier Athletes. Now,
Yes.
having seen them live, it's like, okay, yeah, there's a reason they call themselves that because they're jacked. What was your experience like being there facing off against those guys on Ring of Honor?
Dude, it was really cool. I think we fit like a glove in Ring of Honor. Like it was literally like a duck to water. Like I felt like we were able to swim, and I don't think we looked out of place at all. Especially compared to like two guys that are that jacked and that ripped. Like we've been working on our bodies intensely the last couple of years just so we can get to this level that we're at now. But I think we really like meshed well with everybody, you know?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it was awesome meeting the premier athletes. I mean, you want to talk about good talent, premier athletes, great talent. You haven't seen the match yet, right?
I have not.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to say we won.
We might as well.
I tend to lie sometimes, though.
And to everybody who has not watched the match, we have won.
You know,
but yeah, no, it was just awesome being there with those guys, meeting those guys.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely very cool.
And shout out to Sean Dean, shout out to QT Marshall. Like, it wouldn't be possible without either one of them. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, I guess I could try to reach out to Smart Mark Sterling. I do have a connection with him with the Major Wrestling Figure podcast. There's a guy here in Omaha that's a ring announcer for one of the promotions that actually works for those guys. I could probably just find out from him.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's ring announcing, doing part of the ring announcing at the show that I'm actually making my commentary debut at later this month.
Oh, yeah. Where's that at?
That's here in Omaha. A friend of mine I think he's hoping to maybe not every month, but kind of a semi-regular promotion. But it's all based around charity stuff for different suicidal prevention awareness benefits.
Oh, hell yeah, man. That's awesome. I love when our wrestling shows are able to get back like that.
Oh, yeah. And hell, he's already starting off with a bang. He's got a cheeseburger for the main event. Talk about Ring of Honor.
Hell yeah. OG right there.
Yep. And hell, I've had OG Ring of Honor guys on the podcast. Hell, the guys that invented the Spanish Fly, the SATs, that were on some of the first shows. Former Ring of Honor 6-man tag champ Dutch had him on. Actually, hell, former Ring of Honor owner Terry Silkin.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Not sure if we can cuss, but we rock stars. Just slips out every now and again.
So, all right, now there's a couple promotions that I did see that have shows coming up. One, I guess, yeah, they're making a bit of a relaunch here, aren't they? Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling.
Yes.
Talking again about QT Marshall, one of the guys behind it. I'm seeing, at least for this Body Slams Burgers and Brews show, hell, you've got on the card, well, at least on the poster, you got Billy Gunn, Satnam Singh, Bobby Fish, Harley Cameron, and I mean, I haven't heard so much about the actual matches on the card yet, but hell, you got talent like that on the show, plus you guys and everybody else that's going to be there. Wow.
Yeah, dude. Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling's really been taking over the Georgia scene as of late. Like, just like the talent you've listed, like nobody else compares to them. Like, I love all the other shows, but like Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling is really making this relaunch and really making a big statement. Like, QT's doing a fantastic job. Like, obviously you have to, though. Like, it's Dusty Rhodes' original promotion. Like, guys like Glacier on there and like Scotty Riggs. Like, you got to make sure that you live up to that legacy.
Yeah, I mean, compared to like indie promotions, you know, it's just production, talent, manage. Like, you could go down the whole list. It's on a different level. It's not even really fair to compare them. But I mean, you want to talk about a great promotion, TCW. That's a great promotion.
Oh yeah, I'm excited because I knowing the history behind, well, some of the history behind the promotion that I do, you know, being Dusty Rhodes' baby and all. It's interesting, you know, seeing it come back and, you know, everybody behind it having ties back to Dusty that they do. It's like, okay, if anybody's going to bring it back, you know, they got a good crew to run it for sure.
Dude, it's such an honor to be a part of it too. Like on the very first show, the relaunch, we were fighting for the tag team titles on there. And though we came a little bit short, but it's because he had my feet underneath the bottom rope.
Yeah, they cheated. Yeah,
so
but
we didn't lose because, you know, rope break.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, we could argue that all day, but if the ref doesn't see it, unfortunately.
True. True.
We're in the wrong.
Yeah. I almost think that we should get a rematch, though. I think that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, maybe no DQ.
Yeah.
Yes, no DQ, so there's no way around it. Yeah, I like it.
There's no ands if buts about
it. Hell, I'm a fan of that type of wrestling, anyways. Some of the people I've had on from the deathmatch scene, and I just gravitate towards that hardcore deathmatch style. On top of, I'm also a big fan of tag team wrestling, so even more of a fan of you guys being a part of that, and just kind of getting a real dig out of you guys, because I mean, I guess we can look, behind for everybody that's going to watch the YouTube version. Motley Crue, kind of getting inspiration from that, and it's like
just a little.
Yeah, I have. Well, Nebraska here, we actually have a little bit of a tie with Motley Crue in the fact of Tommy Lee actually did that kind of a failed reality show where he went back to college.
Yeah, I remember that.
That actually happened in Lincoln, Nebraska, about an hour from me.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Did you ever go visit the set or anything? Or the
streets? I don't know. You know what? Not well, besides maybe for a football game, because he did, try out for the band, the marching band and all that. So
wonder if he got it.
You know what? I know he did play with them for.
I hear he's pretty good at drums. Not as good as Tommy Mars.
I've heard that.
Yeah. One day, Tommy Mars and Tommy Lee drum off. My money's on Tommy Mars.
My money's on Tommy Mars too. Now, whenever I make my WrestleMania entrance, I am going to take inspiration from Tommy Lee. I want to have that big drum circle going around the roller coaster.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I think it would be sick. Imagine the fireworks going off. I think that would be unprecedented and something like nobody else is going to be able to do. Because whenever I hit people with drumsticks, it's not nearly as hard as I'm banging on the drums.
Yeah, he hits people with drumsticks pretty hard. He's broken a couple.
Yeah.
Now
that's actually how we became the GPW Tag Team Champions. I broke them right across the head of Trevor.
No, didn't really go in there. But now, oh God, because I was actually gonna talk about that promotion, but you got me thinking with the dang drumstick thing. Now I got the scene from Step Brothers with the drumstick. And he's like, I know you touched my drumstick because the left one's got a chip in it. Oh God! Now, shit! Now I got to go watch that damn movie again.
Luckily, no balls on drums in the Supastarz household. Yet. I hope we can keep it that way.
I teabagged your drum set. Well, my drum set's a guy, so that makes you gay, you fucker. God, I'm filled with random movie lines. All right. Now on to GPW, Georgia Premier Wrestling, August 10th. Now, before I get into what you guys are looking forward to with that card, I got to make this comment about, I was looking at the poster for the event, and there's one guy on there that, if you guys remember that meme video where there's the kid that's just had his face painted and he just says, I like turtles. There's a guy on there that reminds me of that kid, and I can't get it out of my head.
Which one is it?
Oh God, he's on the left side of the poster. I can't remember. I don't know the guy's name because I love learning about more promotions. GPW, not being from the area, I'm not as familiar with them as I might be with, Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling. But he was on the left side of the poster, and just the way his face was painted up, it just reminded me of that kid, and I can't get it out of my head.
I think you're talking about Sid. Sid's like a next level talent too. Like he's definitely somebody you should keep your eye on.
Yeah, definitely. Hell,
he's an amazing wrestler. Yeah,
he likes to be a ragdoll.
Yeah, I'm always looking for more people to talk to, so I would definitely get him on my list. But what are you guys looking forward to with getting into August 10th? This will air after, but what are you guys looking forward to with that show?
So we're actually doing a double shot that day. We're going to be at GPW, and then we're going to be at Disruptor, winning the Disruptor Cup. But first, we got to defend our tag team titles
by any means necessary.
Yeah, by any means necessary
that the ref doesn't see.
Yeah. That's usually we would be complaining about the main event slot because like we are main event talent because baby we are the superstars.
But if we gotta blow you off,
we
gotta blow you off.
So we actually specifically asked for the first time ever in GPW history to go on first. This way we can go over to Disruptor, win the Disruptor Cup, and we're gonna be swimming in all the gold, baby.
Oh yeah. Hell, now that you got me thinking about it, going on first, the whole thing about tag team wrestling, there's a lot of ways you can distract the ref so the ref doesn't see it, because if he doesn't see it, it doesn't happen. So you can do some sneaky shit, get in there, get out onto the Disruptor Cup, boom, there you go.
We used to try paying them, but
it didn't work out.
They don't like that.
So no, I'm definitely going to have to be keeping my eye out for how that one goes. Now, Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling and Georgia Premier, did they have like streaming deals? Because hell, independent wrestling, there's any number of choices for people that want to watch independent wrestling from all over the damn country. Did they have anything going yet? Because I know with the connections that the people with the Turnbuckle have, I imagine if they don't yet, they probably could get something.
I think Turnbuckle specifically could very easily. Sorry, our ring light just went out.
Oh,
trying to get a little bit of natural light in here. I think Turnbuckle can get on anything that they want to. Georgia Premier, they like to keep it a little bit more low key, more in the Jasper area. So I don't know if that's something they'd even be interested in, unless it's like local television,
or maybe YouTube stuff, that sort of deal.
Yeah. As far as I know, both of them are just kind of something you got to be in person for.
Yeah, especially the TCW shows. Those TCW shows, like you have to be there. Like you got Billy going wrestling, and like how much longer does he have left? He's already pushing 60. Like
he's already teased it.
Yeah,
with when they were having the feud with House of Black. So if he's already teasing it, who knows?
And I mean, it's just a very awesome, super family friendly show. Now take the kids.
Now Billy is a stud. He could probably go another 10, 15 years if you really wanted to.
Billy probably go longer than the Superstars.
Like he looks better than us at 60, which is crazy. Because like I'm in the gym 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, pushing iron, pushing hose. I'm pushing it all, baby. Like I got my cardio all the way up with the hose, and I got my iron all the way up with a fucking 300-pound bench press. So if Billy's able to do more than that, I don't know, man. I don't know what more I got to do.
Yeah, long story short, Billy Gunn will be wrestling longer than the Superstars, more than likely.
Hell, he's already looking like he's barely aged a goddamn year.
Yeah, no, he looks great. Like, that's incredible.
Yeah. And hell, I'm probably going to stick to commentary and maybe ring announcing and the podcasting stuff because, well, I mean, the news is already out there. My wife and I are expecting, but I already got the dad bod going here. So, I mean, it's only going to be fitting once the kid actually gets here.
Hey, Mr. Incredible had a dad bod, so you never know.
You might need to be careful with it, though. Like, you don't want your wife to be walking around to ask which one of you is pregnant.
Funny enough, I get a laugh out of it anymore, but my youngest niece, she's actually made comments about that. Like, you got a baby.
I bet her and Tommy Mars would get along.
Oh man, I get a kick out of her though, even though she loves to give me shit about that. All right. Anyways, so I got two categories. First one's a bit of a name game where I name off some people, give me quick thoughts on them. And I like to theme it towards my guests as much as possible. And, being as, we have the both of you here, I'm going to thing it out. Words are hard. Yes, I've been drinking, but not much. But each of these names big tag team wrestling. So like I said, give you the name. First thoughts that pop into your head. First one, the Hardy Boys.
We could beat them.
Okay.
I was gonna say badass face paint.
Yeah. Jeff Hardy can definitely get down with the best of them in multiple aspects of the ring, but especially that.
As a matter of fact, if the Hardy Boys think that they can out wrestle us in their old age today, I say we figure out like who really is the better tag team, the better brother tag team between us and the Hardy Boys.
Ooh, okay. I'm already.
Yeah, okay.
I try to put together clip, different snippets. Boom! I already got one out. Challenge set.
I love it.
All right, but yeah, I've yet to meet either of them, but good Lord, some of the moments in tag team wrestling that you can think of, a lot of them involving those guys, like that famous ladder spot where
The
Jeff
spear
Hardy
off the ladder.
hanging off of almost has the belts, and Edge just bam spears him off of the ladder.
And they've done it all too. Like that's probably one of our biggest inspirations. Like it would be amazing to actually wrestle them. Like they transitioned between TNA, Ring of Honor, WWE. They had that return run a couple years ago. Like they're just next level, like on everything, that they do.
Most definitely,
and especially to bounce back from all the controversies they've had as well.
Oh yeah,
years, like more power to them. Like they're able to keep their head up, keep trudging along.
Yep. I think that when Jeff finally got to AEW, their run there could have been a lot better if it weren't for some of those controversies. But shit happens. Now they seem to be very happy there with the TNA. So we'll see what goes. Hell, WWE with NXT has that relationship going with TNA right now. So you never
Who knows?
know.
We might even see the NXT tag titles, the Hardys versus the Superstars. Wrestling's been wild this year. Let's see
you never know.
Happen.
Hell, with the way a lot of people are switching around, yeah, you never know what could happen. They always say that you never know what could happen in wrestling. The card is always subject to change, and then just look at all the switching around. I mean, I know a lot of people are wondering, what's going to happen with Ricochet? He could wind up anywhere right now.
Exactly. That's the power of being a free agent. I mean, we're still free agents as well. So, anybody out there that really wants it, we got money ready to be printed.
All right. Now, next up, one of my personal favorite tag teams going right now that I have been lucky enough to actually get to see them in action at that last AEW taping I went to, FTR.
Oh, dude, they're the top tag team right now. They are next level. I know I'm probably going to say that a lot about some of the teams that you're mentioning, but you're mentioning the best of the best. Theirs would be dream opponents for us as well. especially like Cash. Cash is so underrated and so good.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make a guess here. I'm gonna guess everyone he says is dream opponents for us.
Hell, they're actually, come to think about it, when I was putting the list together, each of them, I was like, you know what? They would be good. It would be good for you guys going up against these guys. So maybe dream opponents for me, for you guys. So,
hey, I'm in on it. I'm all in.
All right, now
their match with the Bang Bang Gang last year, I probably watched it like 5-6 times. It was incredible. The 2 out of 3 falls on Collision.
Oh yeah,
really good.
All right. Next up, I've actually got to meet all of these guys, including some that are in other places. But speaking of the TNA relationship with NXT right now, thinking about talking about the Rascals.
Hell yeah. We'd love to wrestle the Rascals as well. Like, I haven't watched too much of their work, honestly, but I did meet was it Zachary?
Yes, we carried him actually.
Yeah, we carried Zachary at the end of a MEW show. We were dressed up as security guards, and everyone thought we were about to jump him because like we were two jack dudes with gold chains walking in there with black shirts. But unfortunately, we didn't get to beat him up that day. But like, if we get to beat him up a different day, him, Trey Miguel, like it'd be amazing.
Oh yeah, I've got to meet all of them at Sammy Callahan's promotion, Revolver.
Okay.
So I actually even got Myron Reed to do a short little video, hyping up the channel. So that was fun.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully one of these next times I can get some of the other ones too. But I mean, they're kind of busy, with TNA, NXT, and all that. Yeah. All right. Last but not least,
I also love to point out, like Wrestling Revolver is a really good company. We went to a Sammy Callahan seminar. Just things never worked out for us, unfortunately. Like we did try to get on there because like the teams like that, you got ABC. Like we want to wrestle the best tag teams in the country. So, like if somehow Sammy Callahan sees this, like we'd love to be on there.
I mean, I know that I have people from there that do watch. I mean, I know at least as far as the Iowa stops, the ring announcer, he's a good buddy of mine. So, who knows? We'll try to see because, hell, I would love for one of the next Revolver shows I end up going to that I, end up seeing you guys there.
It'd be amazing.
That'd be a crazy crossover.
Might even do a double super kick on you.
No, we don't. We don't do super kicks. I'm hoping there's no super kicks on your list.
You know what? Funny enough, there actually is.
Oh,
the super kick party, the Young Bucks.
The allegations.
I don't know if you've seen it.
I don't know if you've been on Facebook.
But everyone keeps calling us the Younger Bucks on there.
There's about 20 comments on the match graphic of the Supastarz versus Premier Athletes. And all of the comments are the Younger Bucks, the Youthful Coins. These guys look like the Young Bucks.
You know what? I need to go take a look at that because I didn't take a look at the comments. I just saw the picture itself. But now I'm going to have to go as soon as we're done.
I can put the match graphic on screen for everybody watching. That's apparently the Youthful Coins. So,
which I don't know how we got the Young Bucks comparison, but if we're going to be compared to some of the greatest tag teams, like there's not much better.
About the only wrestling move I've never done is a super kick. So,
all right,
go figure.
Go figure with the two of them. Yeah, I might not be as much of a fan of their current personas, but the whole thing, though, is, with heels, your whole job is to make the people want to pay to see you get your ass kicked. And they do about as good of a job as anybody doing that.
Mm-hmm. Maybe maybe Supastarz, Young Bucks meet up somehow.
Dude, we'll be generation superstars.
You know, like would they be good mentors or would they be better opponents?
I think they'd be great mentors for us.
I think they would be too, but I mean, I think if they wanted to get down and dirty, we know how to rock and roll, and they don't.
Like, if anybody wants to add us to the elite, like, I think we've already proven it. Like, we can walk the walk, talk the talk. I mean, we obviously look the look, you know? So we can
play guitar.
I can play the
be...
drums really well.
And I can't. I'm a typical white guy with no fucking rhythm.
We're really good at rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, yeah. We're the best.
Yeah. People don't talk about that enough.
You don't talk about that enough, huh? Yeah, it's been so long since I've played it. I'm a bit rusty, I think.
We could demonstrate.
Okay. As long as you choose scissors.
Yeah, we're gonna demonstrate how we play rock, paper, scissors. You ready? We've never done this thing.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors, rock. Hold on.
Hang on.
We gotta do it
one more time.
One more.
We need you to officiate it, though, Mo.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, rock. Damn. Now we got one more.
One more.
Rock, paper, scissors, rock. Hello, baby.
We're really good at rock, paper, scissors. I told that stuff.
Oh, love it. All right, now I got some random questions. Some might be wrestling related, some might not be. Some might have absolutely nothing to do with anything we've talked about so far.
Okay.
So I give you the question, first answer that pops into your head. First one, craziest in-match moment for you guys.
Fire extinguisher.
Yeah, so
was that the one you told me about the last time?
I probably did. We don't do a lot of hardcore stuff. If we do, it's very like WWF hardcore. We decided, hey, it would be awesome to have a street fight against each other. Like that would be a good thing to do.
In front of 150 people.
So we're getting all the weapons. There's a fire extinguisher.
My dad actually brought the fire extinguisher. And he's like, yeah, y'all should use this some way.
So,
I don't know if I'm going to.
Mid-match, I'm laying there in anguish. My ribs have been kicked.
And then I'm like, oh, wait, my dad brought that fire extinguisher. And then I put it underneath the ring. So I went to grab it. And I bring it back into the ring. I start hitting Nick across the back with it, as one does. And then...
So I'm going to turn around and try to stop the thing. Because, like, who's going to lay there and let somebody hit him with a fire extinguisher? Nobody. Nobody's going to do that.
The pin hits the ground, and I'm like, oh.
Straight fire extinguisher to the face. And what they don't tell you is the first part of a fire extinguisher, I don't know if this is 100% true, feels a lot like liquid. So I've got these like chemical burns in my eyes and up my nose, and like I can't breathe. The whole audience is gassed.
Keep in mind, we're like 5-6 minutes into this match.
This match is like 20 minutes long.
So this venue happened to have rolling up doors. They rolled up the doors. Everyone's coughing from the fire extinguisher gas. And we're like, oh no, we just lost the crap. We're the main event. And we're like, yeah, man, we had this big storyline like that we had planned together. And then we're like, this is great. And then the fire extinguisher went everywhere. And we're like, oh no, people are gonna leave. Like, we might as well call us home. Everybody stayed in their seat.
Yeah, while they were breathing in fumes of this fire extinguisher, I'm in the ring dying. It feels like there's just phosphorus in every pore in my face, my nose, my eyes. It feels like I've never been pepper sprayed, but I would imagine.
We also had a pizza cutter pulled out on us by the fan.
This old woman, she tried to hack and slash at us.
You never want to mess with those old ladies at the wrestling shows. They can do
No, they'll run a gangbang at the old folks' home.
Yeah,
100%.
But hell,
not the groupies we want.
No, hang on. If they take out their dentures, though.
Oh yeah, if they take out the dentures, we might be able to pass it by. But otherwise,
one foot in the grave. 1 foot in the grave, 2 lips on my bone.
Take a couple sips of Terramana, you know.
Oh God, I had something in mind, but now I've completely forgotten about it after all that. Well, you know what? Next question, anyways. Now I know we got Motley Crue behind you, but what do you say? Favorite band? And you know what? If it's Motley Crue, go with the one after that.
I really love Poison. Poison. I'm a big Aerosmith guy.
Okay.
Big Aerosmith guy.
Either one classic. I know, hell, I'm trying to think. There's you know what? Poison. Bret Michaels. There was a dog rescue that it was after a storm. A rescue came up on this dog that coincidentally named Bret Michaels. And then, wouldn't you know, the guy himself actually found out about it and came and adopted the dog.
That's wild, actually.
Yeah.
If there's ever any pups named Tommy Mars out there, I'll go adopt it too, I guess. Like, I think that's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
If there's any kitty cats named Nikki 8, I would get them.
All right. Now, behind me, I have some of my hobbies, but I know my question here, hobbies that you guys have, if any, because I know keeping an in-ring shape and everything with, you know, wrestling careers can take up a lot of time.
I'd say I'm an avid drinker.
Yeah.
Besides the drinking, going out, partying, like that's really about it for me. Like I don't really, if there's a party, you'll probably see me there. If there's women there, you will definitely see me there. If there's attractive women there, boy, you better count your days because Tommy Mars is going to be shirtless on top of the roof, screaming, "Let's go drumming, baby!" All the way down, sliding down into the pool. You know, we like to party a little bit.
Yeah, you get excited about it. I like to paint, play the guitar, go to the gym. That's about my hobbies.
Yeah, I tried doing some of his stuff, but then people paid me to never do it again. That's another story for another time. But you know, speaking of the guitar,
have you tried putting on leather pants?
Hmm?
Have you tried putting on leather pants? Like I'm telling you, the ladies love it. Like once you get leather pants on, you're like a different beast. You're a different animal. And once you go shirtless with leather pants, like you can have any woman.
Me shirtless with leather pants, I would look like Fat Elvis.
Hey, it doesn't matter. The women are gonna love it, man. I'm telling you. You can even dye your beard a couple colors. Like
Elvis had those.
Yeah.
Yes, that he did. Yep. But I don't know if I told you this the last time. One of my hobbies, I love, you know, collecting, you know, a lot of autograph stuff. I actually have an autographed guitar on my wall back here from country singer Dierks Bentley that I got when I went to a show, and he actually pulled me up on stage and I shotgunned a beer with him. And he took later on in the show, took a guitar from one of his band members that was playing it at the time, motions for something to write with. And then before I know it, he's walking over and handing it to me.
Oh, shit.
And then that's not the only thing I took from that show. I actually still got the can.
You refill it every now and again?
I've yet to do it.
Well, I don't know how was that. I can't really see it.
That was Bud Light.
Bud Light? Ah, come on, man.
That was what they had. I had to take what they gave me.
Drinking water over here.
You gotta be thankful.
Nah.
Free water's always good.
It's hard liquor all the way.
If I had the choice, but it was like that's what they brought out.
You gonna turn down free water?
Yeah, I guess. Got to go to the watering hole every now and again.
Every now and then, yeah. All right.
I like Guinness. I'm a Guinness man.
Okay.
Very simple.
I can dig that. You know what? Hell, while we're on the topic, this question I kind of have to have in here with the name of the show like I have. Favorite drink, whether alcoholic or non or shit, one of each.
I'm a big C4 guy.
I do
C4. The amount of money I spend on C4, if they would sponsor me, I would probably be Jeff Bezos level of rich.
Dude, we're on 30,000 milligrams of caffeine every single weekend. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's bad. Like, we got our issues.
They honestly, I wouldn't drink as many if they would raise the price, because like they're two for $5, right? So if I buy 2, like I'm gonna drink 2. If you made them 1 for $5,
or it's 1 for $3.50. So like you got to go with the 2. But also the Rise also gets me. So like they got this Sour Patch Rise now, and it's phenomenal. Yeah, the green one and the blue one.
Rise is good, but I like to feel spiders under my skin when I drink.
the
C4 all the way.
The C4s, I do enjoy the cherry popsicle ones.
Ooh,
the popsicle brand ones.
The Hawaiian popsicle, hands down the best though.
That is a good one. After I had you on the last time and you mentioned that one, I actually had one because I found it, and yes, they are delicious.
Have you had the Starburst one?
Yes, those are good too.
That one's probably my favorite C4.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the pink or the red?
The pink.
Yeah, the pink's good.
Yeah.
Pink's good too, but yeah, I do enjoy the red one. All right. Now, I am not exactly a picky eater, but even I have some of the foods I just hate. What would you guys say least favorite foods?
Probably got to go with bread. I don't like bread, man. Like, I can eat bagels. I just can't eat bread anymore. Ever since I started cutting down, like, I figured out bread just sits in your stomach. I can't do it.
Okay. I can respect that. I know for me, if this stuff is mixed in already with something like a casserole, I can take it, but straight peas, just like nothing but peas, I can't do it.
Man, I got a way longer list.
Oh, I've got a couple others, but
dude, all he eats whenever we go out to all these restaurants and stuff is chicken tenders. It's nothing else. It's always chicken tenders. I'm a big fish guy. Waffle House.
Oh, my Waffle House order is crazy.
Yeah, and it's just straight chicken.
No, like, the eggs.
Yeah, that comes from the chicken.
Well, it's 10 eggs, 2 grilled chicken breasts, steamed hash browns, orange juice, and water. That's not that bad of an order. That's in a plate of pickles, because you get those post-match cramps.
Yeah.
And then I'd be the one putting hot sauce on all of it.
Oh yeah.
I can't do hot sauce.
Hell. I've done the Buffalo Wild Wings Blazing Wing Challenge.
Dude, we got a Buffalo Wild Wings right down the street from our house. It's a real issue. Like, there's been countless nights we just went in there, torn up like 2-3 plates of wings.
Applebee's, when they were doing that all you can eat wings.
Oh,
I think we made a couple of Applebee's mad.
So I would have been the same. Oh, I could tear up some damn hot wings. All right, dude, now go ahead.
We were in there about 6 hours during their last one, and we literally said, "Hey, what section do you have that you can just bring it to us, and we won't be in your way?" Because those Applebee's deals, those boneless wings, man, it just hits different. We had our friend Trent the Pirate with us, actually, and he tapped out after about 5 or 6 plates. And we're like, "Come on, Pirate." And he's like, he's a little bit on the smaller side, but he couldn't really hang with the Supastarz.
No.
How many wings were on a plate?
Like just 10?
Yeah, about 10.
God,
they started getting smaller, I noticed, towards the end, though. Like, they didn't believe in us.
Yeah, they were, like, trying to shortchange us on the wings.
Yeah. Like, it started out about 10. after about 3 hours, it went down to 5, and we're like, what is this? And they were taking longer to come out, so they were trying to get rid of us.
They probably were. Imagine you work
probably
at
now
and we
that
sit there and eat wings all day. I'd be pretty mad too.
But we counted it up. We ate 260 wings.
holy fuck.
That's
Okay,
probably what
I
they
thought
don't
I
do,
was going to
though.
be able to match you guys, but I don't know if I'd maybe get about a little over half that, maybe.
Oh, nah, man. It became a personal mission once we realized they were shortchanging us.
Oh, hell, I would have been right there with you. Yeah, if you're going to shortchange me, I will stay here until you're closing down the damn restaurant.
I'll tell you what, if we make it up your way, we'll all go to Applebee's. We'll shut them down.
So, hell, I got one down the road from me.
All right, we'll be there.
All
Get
right.
on a show there.
We'll be in the neighborhood.
I mean, I do have friends with a couple of the promotions up here. We can definitely try to get your name out there for sure.
Just for that Applebee's trip, though.
Just for the Applebee's trip. Okay.
Yeah.
You tell them they pay for our Applebee's order, and we'll be there.
They don't have to give us anything else. just Applebee's. That's our booking fee.
Okay.
Applebee's, and if there's no Applebee's, we might take Buffalo Wild Wings, but that's only if we're feeling frisky.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Last but not least here, best advice you guys have for anybody wanting to get into wrestling.
Expect the unexpected. If you're just getting into the business, I'd say be patient with everything and don't take stuff to heart. Don't worry about getting heat. Don't worry about any of this. Like, just be a good person, and like the rest will follow suit. Like, you're either meant to do this or you're not. Like, it's one of those situations.
Oh yeah, and people often only think of wrestling as in the active in ring competitor part, but there's like so many other. But it's obvious why, because that's what everybody's paying attention to. But there's so many other like jobs that go into a pro wrestling show that even if you find out the in-ring part isn't yours, maybe maybe you try getting in ring announcing, production, commentary, whatever. There's something
you can find a spot. There's always spots open.
Like, oh yeah.
Wrestling's also one of those things you need to love it. Like, whenever you're getting into it, because if you don't love it, you don't. And whenever I say you gotta love it, you gotta love the travel. You gotta love going to the gym. You gotta love, like, this is what Glacier taught us from the get go, and like I still stand by it. Like, you gotta love every little bit of it. Like going to the airport, traveling, like missing family stuff. Like, miss so much family stuff. Like, miss like friendships. Like, this needs to be your social life. This needs to be everything going for you.
Yeah, you've got to love the journey, not the destination.
If you want to make it. If you just want to like do a show that's like close to your house and whatever, but like if you really want to make it and you want to go to the next level and you want to get on TV, you want to get contracts, like I would say you need to love it. And if you don't love it, this might not be for you, or it might be something else, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Like in wrestling.
Definitely. Because, yeah, everybody can have a spot, even if it's just sitting out in the crowd and enjoying the damn show.
Yeah, that's the most important part. Like,
yeah, it's nothing without the crowd.
Yeah.
It's just two guys yelling at each other
in their underwear or
beating each other up. Yeah.
Hell, we became fully aware of that during the early days of the pandemic era.
Oh, yeah.
The era we all want to forget about.
I refuse to watch any wrestling during that time.
No, because I don't.
There was some great stuff, but I just can't. I don't know what it is, man. Like, it's like PTSD.
Perfect. I like it. All right. Now, before we go, where can people find you guys social media wise? So if they don't already have their eyes on you, they can go ahead and get them there.
Well, I'd say you need to get your eyes on _Tommy Mars That's on Twitter. That's on Instagram. That's on TikTok. On Facebook, you can find me at Tommy Mars. Same thing with YouTube channel, which I might be starting up pretty soon.
All right.
And then mine's still just Nikki8, like the number _, and that's the same on Instagram, X, and then Facebook. They said that number's not a last name. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. So it's Nikki Stevens.
All right. We'll get all of that in the description. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to talk to me tonight. It was an absolute pleasure. I had a blast. I want to wish you guys the best of luck out there. Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling, Georgia Premier Wrestling, going back to Ring of Honor, everywhere in between.
Doing it all, baby.
Doing it all. All right.